Hello and welcome to the Astro Vibe of the week. I'm filming this on February 18th, Tuesday, the day that the sun shifts into the sign of Pisces. So happy birthday season to all you magical, intuitive, mystical Pisces out there. And let's talk about how these Piscean energies influence all of us, not just those of you who have Pisces as your sun, moon, or rising, but all of us experience the archetype of Pisces in the collective. So Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac wheel. And because of that, it is said that once we get to Pisces, we have experienced a drop in the ocean of every single zodiac sign. Pisces holds the wisdom of all 12 archetypes of the wheel within it. Pisces has this connection to the full experience of being a human. And we've been in these mental energies of Aquarius, right? Aquarius is in the head, it's very intellectual, it's very forward thinking. And when we get to Pisces and we get to water, we drop into a full embodied experience of our central nervous system, of our auric field, our sensitivities, our very subtle frequencies that we experience and we pick up. We experience the empathic way of being on this planet. Pisces ruled by the planet Neptune, which is the energy of fantasy, dreams, imagination, and really the unseen world. The experience of having an inner knowing or an inner feeling of something without necessarily the logic behind it. So when we move into Pisces, there is a body wisdom. There is this intuitive wisdom where we can feel into the sensitivities of what we know within us without having to read it in a book, without having to look up and analyze the logic. What comes with this energy is a greater capacity to imagine, to dream, to create, to connect to the mystical mysteries of being on the planet. And at the same time, we want to really turn up the volume on how we care for ourselves on an energetic level. Because Pisces is like this psychic sponge where you walk into a room, and if someone is having a hard time or is frustrated or going through something or angry, whatever, any water sign really, but especially Pisces, is this sponge of pulling in another person's energetic experience and feeling it within them. And that can become really unsettling, very dysregulating, really like shaking up between the boundaries of what is ours, what's yours to feel, and what is someone else's. This is a good season to ask yourself what is really mine, what energy is really mine, and what am I holding that is someone else's. During this season, as we get to the end of the zodiac wheel, we also enter a cleansing or a clearing out of things that are not fitting into where we are growing. If you think about the end of March, which is going to bring Aries season and these new beginnings, it's going to bring spring, it's going to bring flowers in the Northern Hemisphere, green, beautiful baby birds hatching. I have a family of raccoons that lives right outside my house. And every spring I get to see the new raccoon babies. All of this new birth is coming, right? In late March. When we enter Pisces season, you might notice that there is a natural clearing that wants to happen. It is a time of preparation, of closures, of what wants to be released so that the new beginning can happen fruitfully and easefully. so that the baby raccoons can come in and they have their nest all settled, and the mama and papa raccoon have like cleared out their space. In spring, we tend to do a spring cleaning, like a deep cleanse of the home. But what I'm getting is there's a calling right now with what's happening with the planetary transits and every Pisces season being this time of closure, time of clearings, and having an awareness of what wants to be flushed out of your system, of your central nervous system, of your mind, of your soul experience. What's just not fitting? What has served you in the past, but maybe, it's the expiration date has come and it's time to clear it out. And what's coming up for me is where we normally have this idea in our culture of spring cleaning. Can you back that up and bring that clearing, cleansing energy before we get to the spring? Because that's what's being called. And when we finally get into March, which is just around the bend, we are entering eclipse season, which has a tendency to rearrange our lives and take things that don't fit in our magical puzzle of what we want our lives to be. These eclipses can help us rearrange the puzzle pieces and take out the puzzle pieces that are not fitting in the puzzle anymore. That could be jobs, relationships, it could be friendships, it could also be just insights that come through what you've been carrying in your mind, beliefs you've been carrying, habits that have come down through the lineage of your family, through your genetic codes. So this is this time of really deep, profound wisdom of what is aligned for you and what feels good in your vibrational field and what needs to shift in order to get you into harmony with yourself. Of any other archetypal energy, Pisces needs the most time quiet and introspective with themselves, with their own energy field. And we could all learn so much from that. Because what happens when you're introspective, you're in your own energetic field, you're not meshing and merging with other people, is you have an easier connection to your own inner source of truth and intuitive wisdom. So of all the signs, I would say Pisces has this most direct plug into inner wisdom, which you could even call as psychic abilities, just on a very personal level. And in order to access it, Pisces needs this quiet space within their lives for reflection, space within their lives where they're not sharing their ideas or talking with other people. And I'm really talking about like 10 minutes a day, or 5 minutes a day to yourself. Some people are going to need way more time than that to just get in their own energetic field. Now, if you're an air sign or a fire sign, you might be thinking, what the heck? No, thank you. I don't need that. But trust me, all human bodies want to be recalibrated to harmony. So anytime that you have an awareness of disharmonious energy, the highest frequency of this Piscean channel that we're getting right now in this season is recalibrate, heal, and do whatever you need to do to resolve any frequencies that are sticky or icky or hanging on that can be cleared, but they need a process of clearing. So for some people, it is silence. Just gonna sit, I'm gonna read a book, or I'm gonna journal. For some people, it's working with vibrations like sound bowls or bells or chimes, or even putting on a YouTube love frequency or healing frequency video. There are live frequency videos all the time that are totally free on YouTube. I highly, highly recommend. And so many meditations that are free, that are live or recorded on YouTube, that will help you recalibrate during this time of massively heightened sensitivity. Now, on February 27th, we'll have a Pisces new moon. Before that, we've got Mars finally going direct in the sign of Cancer. Mars has been in Cancer, but Mars has been retrograde since December. Things have been slower in the motivational field, in the fire energy with Mars retrograde. The cosmos have been calling you to reflect on what you want to do with your energy, with how you want to work your personal life force energy on a daily basis. Mars is your power, it's your passion, it is in alignment with the solar plexus, solar masculine archetypal energy that we all have. We all have lunar and solar energies within us, masculine, feminine energies within us. Mars is our masculine drive. So if you haven't been feeling the drive, you may be sensitive to this Mars retrograde. It's going direct next week. The kicker in this Mars direct experience is that the Mars polarity, which would be Venus, the feminine energy of what we want and what we desire, on March 1st, Venus goes retrograde. So you got Mars goes direct, and like a few days later, Venus goes retrograde. And the cosmos are 100%, I would say, playing with our energy a little bit and swirling around questions of alignment and desire, especially around authentic desires, as Venus guides our authentic desire, what we really deeply, truly want in our heart of hearts. And sometimes in life, we have blocks around what we really want. Not everybody, of course, but some people, due to wounds of not enoughness or wounds of abandonment, that can come up and they can cloud the judgment and veil some illusion into allowing yourself to want what you really want. Now, when you have that aligned heart-centered desire and you're in alignment within your core, within yourself, which this Pisces season is helping us recalibrate our energy back in, so we're not mixing and merging with what other people want, and getting really clear on what we do want, that is when our Martian energy, our Mars energy, becomes most potent. If you just have your Mars energy going and you are doing and working and pushing and struggling, but your Venus energy, your heart energy has been blocked in some way or shut down or clouded, then the mark on your target is off. So there is a recalibration happening with how we go after what we want and the kind of energetic, our inner power that we use to create the lives that we desire is getting there's a back and forth dance with that energy and the energy of our authentic desires and what's really real on a soul level. Because Venus, the heart energy, it is where in Kundalini Yoga, the teachings are that your soul resides in the cave of your heart. So if Venus is the heart, then we're talking about the soul in the heart. So the most important access point is, what do I authentically desire? And is that in alignment in my day-to-day actions? And do I love myself enough? That's Venus. Am I loving myself enough to take the actions? That's Mars, on what is in alignment with what my soul deeply wants. So these questions ping pong, and we want to have a lot of compassion for where we are in this recalibration moment, because things could seem a little bit unclear. Pisces doesn't always give us the exact answers that we want, or the exact clarity that our ego wants when the ego wants it. The ego tends to want what it wants when it wants it, and get frustrated with the timing. That's what the ego does. It gets a little frustrated with the time space continuum. It wants things to move at a pace of NOW, all capital letters. And the soul journey is, can we allow divine timing to take place as we are on our healing journeys and our journey of what is aligned and true and authentic. So Pisces season allows us the time to feel our inner world and to protect our soul by becoming aware of what healthy boundaries would look like in order for a filling of the well, of your own inner well. What might you need to say no to, or to take some time off of, to take a mini vacation from, so that you can tap back into your source. Now, if you already feel tapped into your source, amen, sis. I love that for you. How can you use that overflow of energy that you have to be a guiding light for others? If you're someone that feels full, you're going to be just overflowing during this time, and you get to be the hand that reaches out to someone else that is needing some extra love and extra support. Now, that being said, Pisces can also be an enabling force at times, where there is a healer in the Pisces archetype who wants to save and heal others who are on a totally different place in their journey. So can you allow others to be where they are on their own journey in this time, without coming to their, beck and call and being the hero in their lives, and instead be the hero in your life and allow other people to go at their own pace? It is this trusting in the process, the journey of each individual soul in each individual incarnation, that each person can learn what they're here to learn when they're ready to learn it. So Pisces is a beautiful time, albeit, I'll be real, this can be a challenging energy for a lot of people, because it's a closing energy. It closes out all the way back to February of 2024. It's the time before the astrological new year begins. It is a time of releasing and cleansing and healing. So if there is something that is on your heart, that is on your mind, that you have been going back and forth with, that you have been considering the clearing or the cleansing of this thing, this is a really good time to honor your intuitive wisdom, the insight that is coming through you now. Pisces brings us into this deep intuitive space that we almost have this like psychic connection to other realms, to our guides, to our guardians, to our angels, our spirits, that want to take us to the next chapter, that want to help us align with what is truly meant for us in this lifetime, and that wants us to do our human thing with as much compassion and kindness for ourselves and others as we can possibly muster. So with that, I will close this video, sending you so much love, sending you all the Piscean magic energy. I hope you get to experience the mystical, magical, creative portals of this time that can be really fruitful for art, for artistic endeavors, for dance, for music, for singing, for being really tapped into the creative place inside of you as we recalibrate into this next season incoming. I love you so much, and I will see you on the other side.